Oh, forgot my gun.
Meet Bond. James Bond. No, wait.
I want to tell you a story about a man called Bond. James Bond.
Doctor No, racism in the book, racism in the film. Don't turn away from a Jamaican, cause he'll shoot you in the back.
Wheat à la bombe, cat. Why are we all speaking in French? We're in London. I admire your luck, Mr. Bond. James Bond. Hat! Money penny, give us a kiss before they declare what I'm doing sexual harassment. I'll give you 30 more years before I stop pretending I like it. Bond, our man in Kingston's disappeared. Get on a plane. Can it wait, Tim? There's a woman in my flat playing golf from one of my shirts. Jamaica. No, she did it all by herself. Welcome to Kingston, Mr. Bond. We've lost the file on Dr. No. Well, that Chinese woman in your office probably stole it. Why'd you say that? Well, this is a racist film. Didn't you hear the theme song? Hold it. I'm Felix Leiter, but don't worry too much about that. It'll be a different actor next time. I'm with the CIA. CIA? Finally, someone who's more racist than I am. Speaking of racism, this is Quarrel. He's a big black man with bulging eyes who thinks trucks are dragons. You think I'm racist? You ain't seen nothing yet. Shut up and read your racist dialogue. I don't know nothing about nothing. Actual line! There's something in the bed sheets. Is it morning wood? No, it's a tarantula. Kill, spider with, soundtrack.
Thank you for taking me to Critica, Ciarlene, Quarrel. Sorry I'm late. I was just using a woman sexually before handing her to the police and shooting an unarmed man. Coming, Felix? Now we Americans just wait until all the hard work's done and claim all the credit.
Let's camp on the shore in full view of anyone who happens to be passing. Coming out of the sea naked, except I'm not naked, just a flesh-colored suit. I'm Honey Rider. Knife! Well, you're a castration threat. I'll have to coerce you to have sex with me so I can hold on to my fragile masculinity. Oh, shit, we've been caught.
I'm Dr. No. I'm a disabled villain. It's going to be a thing. I have metal hands, and that's totally not going to be my downfall. Oh no, I'm falling down. If only I could grip. All right, honey, let's have sex in a dinghy before I leave you in the sea and go back to a woman who appreciates Scottish sports. Oh look, Americans. The end of Dr. No.
Lots more brass, brass, don't know what to do with the circle yet. Let it just fizzle away. There's James Bond. Looks a bit like a ventriloquist dummy, but whatever. Oh my god, James Bond's dead. How are they going to do the film now? Oh wait, it's a mask. The first time with ladies dancing half naked on the screen. I think that will do it for another 50 years. From Russia with love. James, stop establishing a timeline for the franchise with that girl from the last film and get back to the office. A Russian woman's obsessed with me, Em? Is she mental? I don't think we use that word, even in the 60s. I'm cute, but don't call me that until the next film. Here are some incredibly specific gadgets. Welcome to Istanbul, Mr. Bond. I'm Karim Bey. I'm clearly a Latino actor, but if Charlton Heston can play a Mexican, then I can do Turkish. Violence, violence, violence. Will somebody let me kill something? All I've done so far is push an old man into a pond. Wouldn't you rather have sex with me while Turkish hoteliers film it? Sounds good, Tatiana. Now talk dirty into this tape recorder so all the men back in London can light their pipes when they listen to it. Now get on this train and pretend to be a respectable English couple. Jams, jams. Yes, that's what the English have on their scones. Kerim. That too. No, Kerim Bey. He's dead. Hello, old man. I'm Captain Nash from Jolly O'Blighty. I'm your bloody contact. Well, you talk weird, but you have cigarettes, so you can't be a fraud. I'm the bad guy. Shit. Here's what happened in the film, in case the audience are morons. Interesting. Can I have a cigarette from this exact briefcase here? Well, you know I have cigarettes, but I don't see the harm as long as Tear gas! Tiny train car fight! Watch wire! Travel knife! I'm glad the man henceforth known as Q put all those things in my luggage. All right, Tatiana, let's have water sex again while I look at negatives of us doing it in Istanbul to get me off. The end of From Russia with Love.
Coo! I'm not a seagull. I'm a Scotsman. When the franchise can find a new singer, there you shall be starting with Goldfinger. Felix, Sorry for shouting your name across a crowded Miami Beach hotel, but no one will know who you are now you're a different actor. Thanks for the massage, woman. Now here's some public molestation to tide you over. Em wants you to observe Eric Goldfinger. Where are you going to start? Wherever spy does. I'm going to introduce myself and make me and everyone on our target to him, while making disparaging comments about the Beatles. I wouldn't. McCartney will be doing your theme songs within a decade. That woman Goldfinger covered in gold paint died because he didn't leave a bare spot for the skin to breathe. Or so Ian Fleming seems to think. Didn't he also think all women want to be raped and homosexuals can't whistle? Yeah, let's just ignore everything he ever wrote from now on, shall we? Call me Q from this point forward. I'm going to be your straight man for the rest of the century. Here's your car. It's basically the Batmobile, and you can eject passengers for some reason. I'll be sure to use all the car's gadgets in the order they were introduced. I'm Goldfinger. I cheat at golf because apparently murdering women doesn't make me villainous enough. This is my manservant, Oddjob. Hat. Statue. Balls. You're gonna decapitate me and then crush my balls. In that order. How do you like my pioneering sex-change technology, Mr. Bond? I don't know, but it looks like you enjoy eating breakfast at Denny's. Denny's? He knows too much about Operation Grand Slam. Tranquilize him. Pfft. I'm Pussy Galore, the first of many Avengers. No, not that Marvel shit. Fancy doing the same martial arts move over and over again on each other in a barn, Pussy? Sounds sexy. You and I could eat ribs in sweatpants and we'd still be sexy. All right, Mr. Bond, I'm going to handcuff you to this nuclear copy machine. No one will notice me escape in this ill-fitting US military uniform and a giant golden pistol. Well, I'm done for unless Oddjob decides to retrieve his metal hat from a life-conducting surface. Well, that just happened. All right, I'm on a private jet on my way to have lunch with another womanizer. Goldfinger, you're on your way to the White House too? No, I'm going to become the first ever Goodyear blimp. Bang, smash. All right, Pussy, let's crash this thing so I can get my water sex. And look out for Americans! The end of Goldfinger. Now we know what to do with the circle. The film will start inside the circle, just like Looney Tunes in reverse. It says JB on the coffin. James Bond's dead. Oh wait, there he is. Shirley Bassey wasn't loud or Welsh enough, so they got Tom Jones to sing this song. But the villain's not called Thunderball. I suppose I'll just rape the nurse at this English health spa I'm staying at. We call this the Rack. Oh good, she's into S&M. I'll check on you in an implausibly long time. Lever, sex pumps. Why does the machine even go that fast? Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Bond. I suppose I'll have to let you rape me now. Well, I'll massage your back with my toupee afterwards. How does that sound? How long do your massages last? About the time it takes to kill a pilot, steal his ID and identity, infiltrate NATO and make off with 2 of their missiles. Swimming, 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 so boring, boring, boring. Hat. Oh shit, I've moved the hat stand. They're meeting in the impossibly grand room. 2 of NATO's missiles have been stolen. Here's a dossier containing mainly holiday photos. Sir, I'm going to Nassau. Turtles, 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 just as boring, boring, boring. Hello, Domino, I'm James Bond. Do spies usually blur out their names and the names of the people they're spying on? Well, if it isn't double up... Oh! Sorry, Felix. I'm all sick of having to find out which actor you are every time. Underwater fighting, can't see what's happening or which side is winning. Dinghy 6 on the cards. How about we just paraglide from this plane instead? Bloody feminists. The end of Thunderball. Floating around space, eaten by Space Pac-Man. Her Majesty's government thinks the best way to end the Cold War is for a hairy Scot to have sex with a Chinese woman. James Bond dead. No way, I fell for that one last time. They're giving him a funeral. They're burying him in the sea. Oh my God, he really is dead. Oh wait, he's fine. This song sounds Asian, so why the fuck is it sung by the whitest woman on the face of the earth? You only live twice. Neon and Sumo, I must be in Tokyo. Blofeld? No, not yet. My name's Henderson in this one. I'm no contact, but don't worry too much about that. I've just been stabbed through a paper wall. I am Tanaka. I objectify women and treat them as slaves. You'll like it.
A Russian rocket, here comes Space Pac-Man again.
This is my ninja training school, the art of concealment and surprise.
Then why are they all shouting so much?
This is a weaponized cigarette, a smoking gun, if you will.
Well, that's the obvious joke, but the screenwriter Roald Dahl must have missed it.
Now you must marry a beautiful Japanese woman, Bob. But not until I've made some other Japanese actresses feel like shit about their appearance by calling them pigs.
You won't go just against the back projection of some fishermen.
All right, I'll marry you, but we won't have sex till I'm in a dinghy.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a helicopter going into that volcano.
I'm going to dress up as a sperm from that Woody Allen movie.
I'm Blofeld. I'm going to wait to kill you until your backup ninjas arrive and let you smoke your own cigarettes. Cigarette ninjas! Now I'm going to escape in my fat guy car.
Watch your six, I think. Oh no, I've been caught by a submarine.
The end of Sean Connery. For now.
Yes, thank you for showing me what came out of your belly button, Q, but tell me, why are we the first people the audience sees in the film? Well, M, I think the writers are trying to reassure the audience that even though they've changed the actor playing Bond from Sean Connery to George Lazenby, that the film still exists in the same story world. According to my projections, this all film goers are going to care about by 2022. Oh, Q, you and your nerd words. Struth, I can see the inner rig through me telescope. Good morning, my name is Dabbing. Bad dabbing. There are no words, here are the films that you know. Bond's not as good, but please give him a go. On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Where's Blofeld? I can't seem to find him now that he and I are different actors. Hat! Was she just gonna grope me now? What happened to the innuendo? Aussie men. We have just enough time for a montage. I'm definitely not James Bond because I'm wearing glasses. Now I'm off to Switzerland to have sex with more beautiful women than have ever been assembled in the franchise, while wearing a kilt, just to piss off Sean Connery. Yeah, I'm Blofeld, who loves you, baby. I'm an evil hypnotist now. I have taught you to love chickens. Actual line! It's Diana Rigg. I'm saving you, James, and I'm driving. Hashtag feminism. Good girl. And you driving shit, will you marry me? Hashtag men's rights. Avalanche. Blofeld's getting off. Too right he is with me fiancé. He pulled her out of the snow. Don't worry, James, I'll rescue myself with these Avengers-style fight moves. No, not the Marvel Avengers. Google it, children. How did you know I was James Bond? Well, I met you in the last film. Why does no one seem to remember that? I'm glad that Blofeld's probably dead so I can marry Deanna Rigg for a couple of minutes before she gets shot in the head by Blofeld. Wait a minute. Italian chips. It's alright, it's quite alright, really. My career's having a rest. It'll be gone soon. There's no hurry, you see. My career has all the time in the world. The end of George Lazenby's career.
Where's Blofeld? How do I know? He was Greek-American in the last one, now he's a posh English bloke. And you're Australian.
Eat wall, you bastard! Henderson?
Now Blofeld this time. I take it we're not going to address the fact I just killed your wife.
No, let's just leave that as an optional subtext, shall we?
Diamonds are a penis. They have all the qualities of a penis. It's Shirley Bassey again. Diamonds are forever. Welcome back, Sean.
Thank you, Bernard. Anything to help out the franchise in its hour of need. Gloat, 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 to pay.
I don't think we're going to be positive gay role models, Mr. Went. Well, we're only here to make homophobic jibes, Mr. Kid. I'm Tiffany Case. I'm Sean Connery's answer to feminism.
On behalf of the CIA, welcome to Las Vegas, Mr. Bond. Felix, seem to have started a trend with all this recasting. The name's Circus. Circus, circus.
An elephant just won a jackpot and a black girl turned into a gorilla.
Chicken shit, I just drove a moon buggy and had a conversation with a rat. You see a mad professor in a minibus? Just smile. Now, some of those lines I made up. Others are actual lines.
Car chase. Sex on a fish tank.
It's a way of doing dinghy sex in a hotel room. Blofeld's using diamonds as a giant space laser because, well, you really should pay your writers better.
Time for one more gay joke, Mr. Went?
2 if you count my flaming kebab sticks, Mr. Kid.
Well, he certainly went with his tail between his legs.
You mean you strapped a bomb to a gay man's ass and threw him in the sea?
Yeah, well, let's take the edge off the hate crimes with some water sex.
The end of Sean Connery. Again. For now.
Racism in the books, racism in the film. Don't stand around in New Orleans or you'll end up in a coffin. Where's Roger Moore? Why wasn't he in the teaser? But if this ever-changing star billing in the franchise makes you not wanna try, live and let die. I am. Come into my flat and let me make you a complicated coffee while you pretend not to notice the woman I'm hiding. When you're done, get on a plane. I booked you to lead in a blaxploitation film. Felix, I'm in New York. I'm calling first so the audience knows which actor you are. Isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? I'm going to underline how conspicuous I look in this Harlem voodoo store by buying a toy snake. I'm a good spy. I'm solitaire. I predict board office workers will play a game of my name in the year 1996. Welcome to Jamaica, Mr. Bond. Mrs. Bond is waiting in your hotel room. Isn't it a little too soon for a code name like that? I've only been a widow for 4 years. I'm Rosie Carter. I'm a black female CIA agent. So we're not being racist, but I'm also incompetent and afraid of everything. So the sexism's still intact? Ah! Don't worry, darling. It's just a hat belonging to a small man of limited means who's just had a fight with a chicken. Actual line. Let's escape in this unwieldy double-decker bus. It runs on power cords. Dum, dum. This is Felix Leiter. I'm complaining about spending the entire movie on a phone. Well, you can have a shock bite your legs off, but not until after I've left the series. Now, let me get this straight. Mr. Big is Dr. Kananga in a mask that looks exactly like his own face, where no one knows what either of them are supposed to look like. In a while, crocodiles, I'm off to Louisiana to film some second unit footage for Smokey and the Bandit. It'll take up about a quarter of the film. I'm Sheriff J.W. Pepper. I'm a recurring character they thought better of, because all I can do is talk like this. Now, let me get this straight. If you're white and want to be a Bond villain, you have to build laser diamonds and space Pac-Man. But if you're black, all you have to do is deal drugs. All right, I'm going to blow up this voodoo island and kill their native god. It's as if Trump did a remake of Black Panther. The end of Live and Let Die.
Tattoo from Fantasy Islands here! And Dracula! There's no way this is going to be the best Bond film ever. And now I know why they call it a teaser. He's got a solid gold penis. When he comes and somebody dies, the man with the golden gun. Bond, what do you know about Scaramanga? Basically everything the audience needs to, except that he's played by a not really trying Christopher Lee. Moneypenny, thanks for all that information. You're better than a computer. That line's not going to date well. I'm in an actual strip club in Hong Kong, and I've seen 2 naked bottoms already. There are more nipples than people, and my contacts are a couple of schoolgirls. Am I in a porn? Boat chase! Roger Moore pushes Thai boy into water. Yes, I felt bad about having done that after I became a UNICEF ambassador. I'm in Thailand implausibly, but don't worry, this is the last you'll see of Sheriff J.W. Pepper. So the women in this film are better at fighting and reject my sexual advances. Well, I suppose feminism was one. I was going to call the women's movement and concede. Very good night. You're in my bed. I'm weak. Sorry, wrong number. Mr. Bond, I'm Scaramanga. The writers are trying to psychoanalyze me with a lame anecdote about a dying elephant. Please use the time to outwit me. I'm in a plane on my way to the island of penis-shaped rocks.
A plane! Bonjour, Mr. Bond. I am Knick-Knack. Because I'm disabled in real life, I only get to be a Bond villain sidekick. See also, Jaws.
Mr. Bond, I'm not very convincing at being jovial. Oh, you English! Isn't that the pot not being as black as the kettle he's playing? Bang! I shot Scaramanga by fooling him into thinking I was a mannequin. When I was played by George Lazenby, I actually was. I killed my captor and saved the day. Women's movement on line 1. But you turned on the sun gun with your bum, and now the island's exploding. Let me just hang that up for you. Interesting that I felt bad about the Thai boy in the water, but not about packing Knick-Knack into a suitcase. All right, time to end the film.
right? So this one's just going to turn out to be a bad dream after a dodgy timing, all right? Right? The end of The Man with the Golden Gun.
Skiing off mountain, stuntman nearly impaled. Here's some white noise. British flag parachute, franchise safe for 12 years. No, this is not the title, but we'll fit it in somewhere. It's coming up shortly. The Spy Who Loved Me. Agent Triple X, somehow we Russians have become the moral center of the film, and I'll be recast as Vin Diesel, Ice Cube, and Vin Diesel again. I'm Admiral Hargreaves. I'll be M in a few films. This facility is staffed entirely by tight-lipped British character actors. Sharks eating out secretaries and henchmen with metal teeth called jaws. No one makes a mockery of the latest Hollywood blockbusters like the Bonds do. We have entered a period of Anglo-Soviet cooperation. I'll say this many times. You're my professional equal in every way, Triple X, but because you're a woman, I won't be convinced of your competence until you reverse out of this parking space. Under the sea, the bad guy and his base are under the sea. I am Stromberg. I eat fish food. Why do we seek to conquer space when 7/10 of the world have yet to be explored? Well, we're going to space in the next one, but it's only because we're chasing that sweet Star Wars box office. Triple X, stop breaking your cover by bragging about communism. That's rich coming from a man who just drove a boat car onto a beach full of tourists. James, we're starting to finish each other's sentences, I know. It'd be cute if you went hunting me down to avenge the death of your lover. I have a gun that's literally a penis extension. Well, I'm going to shoot into your barrel, Stromberg, and let's not think too much about the symbolism of that gesture, shall we? Bang! Oh! Quick, James, let's escape from the submarine. My bikini-like dress is getting all wet and booby. Let me just find the slowest way of opening this escape chamber. Now I will kill you because you killed my lover. You're going to kill me because I killed him, but I only killed him because he tried to kill me. But he didn't kill you, so I'm going to kill you. Oh, whatever, let's just fuck. The end of The Spy Who Loved Me.
Shirley Bassey is back for a third time, but she's singing so quietly, she sounds like a mime, just like the moonbreaker. Now, you know what? I'm not going to summarize this one, because this film should never have been made. Thank you. At the end of The Spy Who Loved Me, it says very clearly, James Bond will return in For Your Eyes Only. A gritty return to form. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes. But in the meantime, Star Wars comes out, and Cubby Broccoli, producer of the Bond films, and inventor of the vegetable broccoli, now we don't have time to talk about that, went to one of the film's writers, and I guarantee you, this is how the conversation went.
Isn't there a book left over that sounds like it's about space, moon something?
Moonraker, but it's not about space, it's about an atomic missile headed for London.
I'm not making a movie about a little piddling rocket. Actual quote! We'll do Nazis in space, and I want to see lasers.
We'll have to get some new characters.
Just bring Jobs back. Give him a love interest. A blonde with pigtails. And let them both die in space. Now, we'll do the same ending as last time. You know, the one where they're trying to find Bond, but he's too busy having sex. Except make it nastier. I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but try and get in the word re-entry somewhere.
How does Bond get into space?
Oh, no, you're the writer, you tell me. I want to see him fly.
In space.
No, you idiot, in regular air. And a pigeon doing a double take.
In space.
Why would a pigeon be in space?
At least we've still got Shirley Bassey. What do you mean she's lost her voice? Let's just move on to the next one.
James Bond's at his wife's grave. Maybe this means we'll see a more human side of him. And he's just thrown a paraplegic into a nuclear furnace. Sheena Easton has her own music video. Why she has it, no one seems to know. For your eyes only. What does a woman who's been behind the throne of British intelligence for the past 20 years have in a secret compartment? Lipstick, of course. Ah, Chief of Staff, we've not met you before. I'm from the books, that's why. Here's a publicity packet for the film.
Sexy ladies round a swimming pool. Ooh, laughing at a crossbow kill. Ooh, 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 can you feel it inside you? Some of these are actual lyrics. I'm Melina. I'm going to avenge my father's death because there's already an instrumental on the soundtrack devoted to it.
The Chinese have a saying, when taking revenge, dig 2 graves.
That's a terrible fortune cookie.
Oh, Bond, you've upset the minister who sounds like Frankenstein.
I'm a teenage girl who wants to have sex with you and make the audience cringe.
Well, put your clothes on and I'll buy you an ice cream. Yes, we're already making jokes about my age, and there's still 6 more years of me playing Bond. No, not another underwater sequence. Please, no, no turtles. No, boring, boring, boring. We have a limited air supply, so speak only when necessary. Unless, of course, a bad pun comes to mind. Now I'm doing unsupported mountaineering in Greece in an ugly Christmas sweater. There's the nice Russian general from The Spy Who Loved Me in a helicopter. Wonder what he's doing here. I am here for the missile system you spent literally minutes of the film trying to find. Well, I've just flown it off a mountain. It's a Cold War metaphor. Oh, Bond, you crack me up. All right, back to the Reagan era.
We're doing that thing we do at the end of films where we're trying to find Bond but he's having sex. This time, we've thrown in Margaret Thatcher and a parrot. The end of For Your Eyes Only. 2 different disguises in under a minute. What is this, a Bond film or the Pink Panther? If you don't like it, Sean Connery's done a Bond film that's also out this summer. Why don't you go check in with that? Never say never again.
To pay. Why do I look worse than in the last crusade? I just killed a man by throwing my piss in his face.
The end of Sean Connery. For realsies.
Yes, I rather thought you'd be back.
Funny how we don't say octopussy in the title song. We know that it sounds so wrong.
Oh, Moneypenny, they've recast you.
No, they've given me a younger assistant for you to leer over and make me feel shit about my age.
But there is a new M. We're going to talk about that? No? All right then, I'll go straight to India. Is that Snake Charmer playing my theme?
Racism is coming, it's only a matter of time.
This should keep you in curry for a few weeks. Actual line! Wow, that is the blandest Bond girl yet. I literally forget her face every time they cut away to a glass of Dom Perignon. Of course she has a tattoo.
It's my little octopussy.
How many sideways looks can I fit into this one reaction shot?
You only have time for one before we knock you on the head and kidnap you.
I'll give this kidnapping 4.5 stars on TripAdvisor. Would have been 5 if it weren't for the sheep's head entree and the passive-aggressive dinner conversation.
I am Octopussy. My backstory is basically the short story this film is based on.
That still doesn't explain why your henchwomen are dressed like Flash Gordon. Off to East Berlin for contrast. Admiral Hargreaves? Possibly. But what's certain is I'm going to be M for your last 2 films. Think of me as a stepdad who tries. I hear the train a-comin'. It's full of Russian men. And I ain't seen a time bomb since I don't know when.
Oh, it was The Spy Who Loved Me.
I'm disguised as a knife thrower, a gorilla, and a clown. I'm overcompensating for all the times I just said my own name and wore my own clothes everywhere. I defused the bomb with seconds to spare. Turns out it was only a twist-off. Alright, time to end the film with some fancy plane straddling and water sex on a white slave ship.
The end of Octopussy. The first Bond film to start with a legal disclaimer. Call me a pessimist, but this may not be a classic.
I'm skiing again, but this time it's different because I'm dressed as a Yeti Liz Taylor, and at the end I snowboard to the Beach Boys. I said different, not good.
It's too new for Roger Moore to be Bond, and his eyes look so damn tired of you to a kill.
Right, everyone at MI6 is having a day at the races. Don't leave any secrets on your desk.
Move your bloody... Wait a minute, why am I Eliza Doolittle?
Because, Moneypenny, everything British in this one has to be broadly iconic. That's why my contact is Steed from the Avengers. No, not the Marvel Avengers. You're watching on a computer. You can Google it literally any time. Did Grace Jones just slap herself in the face for no reason? I'm Smythe, James St. John Smythe. I'm getting so old I can only remember my covers if they have something to do with my own name. I'm Zarin because I'm played by Christopher Walken. It sounds like I'm reading lines from other parts of the script. Grace Jones, come and have sex with me while I look around to make sure that we're really still doing this. You're the first Bond girl who gets to be on top. Uncorrected. Welcome to San Francisco, James. I'm Chuck Lee, your CIA contact. I guess they could have made Felix Slider Asian, but whatever. I'm Stock, Jim Stock, so my cover is basically myself. And I don't get my gadgets from Q anymore, but someplace called The Sharper Image. I'm Stacy Sutton. I wear too much makeup. Will you cook me a quiche while the cat goes in and out of the kitchen? Afterwards, you can tuck me into bed. Yes, I believe I'll do the latter. I'm so very tired. Dying is so funny. I love this John Barry score, but it needs more cowbell. Well, now that Christopher Walken and Grace Jones are dead, we don't look so bloody old anymore, do we, nice Russian general? On the contrary, this series has aged me horribly. What do you think, minister who sounds and now looks like Frankenstein? Ooh. Really? That's the last sound I'll ever make as Bond? At least we know I'm not coming back in a film's time. They wouldn't insure me. The end of Roger Moore. 2 films too late.
All right, audience, it's the end, you barely know. I'm here to transition you from Roger Moore to Timothy Dalton. I'm not sure if I'm James Bond. I know it's one of us 3 00 agents fake invading Gibraltar. It's not him because he just got paintball. It's not him because he's dead. Oh, it must be me, even though I'm scared of a monkey. I'll just have some water sex to be sure. Comes a Welsh Bond and the singers from Norway, the living daylights. Stuff your orders, let him fire me. I got a problem with authority all of a sudden. I'm Rosika, the first and only plus-size Bond girl, and all I do is motorboat a dude. I'm the new Moneypenny. They put big glasses on me to hide the fact I'm actually Bond girl hot. It's alright, we've got no chemistry anyway. What are you working on there, Q? Something we're making for the Americans. It's called the Ghetto Blast. Yes, we finally turned racism into a gadget. I'm off to Czechoslovakia to do some actual spying. I'm not going around saying my name or nothing. I'm Cara. I'm going to be your first real love interest since your dead wife. And I'm going to look at you as if I really cared about you, using my acting and stuff. Car chase! Police car, cut in half by laser. Salt corrosion. Or was I supposed to say a funny line there? He's written off his deductible, he has. Shame it's not actually in the film. Jans, thank you for taking me to Vienna and trying not to rape me. Don't speak too soon, Clara. I've locked you in a Ferris wheel at the top. But don't worry, we'll only kiss if you want to. 25 years it took me to ask for consent. Felix Leiter, for once your age and appearance is consistent with your job. Don't get too used to it. I'll be an old man without a leg and an arm in the next one. Diamonds round a heart transplant, flying into wartime Afghanistan. That bloke I just freed from the Soviet prison. That's basically Osama bin Laden. I sort of become an honorary member of the Taliban. I wonder why they don't show this one on TV anymore. I'm Cameron Shaw. I'm a British Muslim fundamentalist fighting a communist-infiltrated American army. I'm an imaginary character in a Bill O'Reilly fever dream. Jams, thank you for helping me with my musical career and not making it all about sex, at least not until the second before the credits. Oh, Jams! They like talking about preserves in the Eastern Bloc, don't they? The end of the living daylights.
In a world where all Bond films are driven by formula, I'll do anything for a woman with a knife. One ill-conceived installment of the franchise. Felix, if I don't get you to this wedding, I'm a dead man. Will quite literally flip the script. Bond, the guy who came along for the ride. A strange new land where Bond has a backstory. He was married once, but it was a long time ago. And lets women call out his toxic masculinity. Don't you men know any other way? A Bond, unlike any other. Your license to kill
is revoked. He's not got a license to kill, but he's still bound by the Official Secrets Act. License to kill. This time, his drinks aren't just badly made, but with a lime. They're just bad. Starring Timothy Dalton. Things were about to get very nasty.
A Latin woman who hasn't aged a day since 1989. Seriously, IMDb it. And Desmond Llewellyn as Uncle Q.
We must be related.
Introducing Benicio del Toro.
We give her a nice honeymoon.
And a special guest appearance by Felix Leiters. Leiter? A Bond so explosive it'll take 6 years to put it all back together again.
Don't worry, 007 always comes back. The end of Timothy Dalton. We hardly knew ye.
Bungee jumping? We've hit in the mid-90s with a Boeing.
I'm Pierce Brosnan. I'm not going to show you my face for a while. Spoiler alert. I look like all the Bonds in a blender.
And I'm Sean Bean. I died before both sets of credits.
Now we've relaunched the franchise. It's like olden times. GoldenEye. I'm on the top. We brought back the dirty names with a post-feminist twist. I crush men to death between my legs. Is that an X-Men thing? Speaking of which, here's Alan Cumming to do a terrible accent.
It is about the time in history to use words like internet and geek.
Apparently I work in the actual MI6 building now because we're such sticklers for realism. I'm sure I still get to flirt with Moneypenny, though. Either new man up, James, or stop wine-stealing me in my own workplace. I hope I still have an avuncular male M. Tough luck, Bond. I'm a short-haired mother who uses statistics and risk assessments.
Jack Wade, CIA. No idea why I'm not Felix Leiter, but they'd have done better bringing back Sheriff J.W. Pepper. They have a wide selection.
Welcome back, 007. Here's a joke about a baguette. Yes, literally everything in these films is shaped like a penis.
Being a grumpy Russian gangster played by a British character actor who makes Yakov Smirnoff-style jokes will be the death of me.
Let's do an acting scene to take the edge off, shall we? Something about World War II? Thwack! These psychopathic superwomen make it a lot easier to justify excessive male-on-female violence.
I hear the train a-comin'. It's full of Russian men and one woman, and I ain't seen this plot device since I don't know when.
Oh, it was Octopussy. I'm Natalia. I invented the internet cafe earlier in the film. I'm here to call you out on your macho bullshit. Until sex. Bond brings tank to car chase. Looks like he literally has his hand on the joystick. Hello, Pierce. It's Sean Bean again. I didn't die after all. Hashtag don't kill Sean Bean. Whatever that means. And whatever an hashtag is, it's 1995. Oh, credits are coming. Better die again.
Wait here. I was hiding in the bushes with Marines while you did all the hard work.
Why am I surprised it's been like this for 30 years? Did this film end, or did they just sort of stop filming? The end of GoldenEye. Just check my Facebook for a couple of minutes. What's this on my feed? You won't believe how Tomorrow Never Dies got its title. Just click on this article, get a quick answer. Loading. Tomorrow Never Dies. Tomorrow Never Dies is the second outing for Pierce Brosnan as Bond, and the 17th in the franchise overall, yada yada yada. With Michelle Yeoh and Terry Hatcher on board, seems the world is not enough when it comes to finding Bond girls. Well, that's the wrong film, but whatever. Do editors even exist anymore? There's the second page. Loading. Tomorrow refers to the newspaper owned by supervillain Elliot Carver, whose resemblance to multi-millionaire media mogul Rupert Murdoch is not entirely coincidental, blah, blah, blah. But the rest of the title has been the subject of controversy, that's not what controversy means, until now. Okay, here we... No, I don't want to take a survey. Yes, I want a bigger penis. Yes, I want the solution to involve malware. No, return... I'll restart you, you fuck! Okay. Here we go, page 3. A publicist misread the press release. Well, it's really more a piece of trivia than a full-blown article. It's almost as if someone invented a news story from scratch just to boost their circulation. Now I don't have time to recap Tomorrow Never Dies. Wonder what it's about. Alright, let's move on to the next one, as if it makes a difference at this point.
I'm gonna spend the entirety of this teaser talking in banking puns.
That might help with the wordiness.
Moneypenny, what are you doing here? The film hasn't started yet.
I don't know, but it probably means we're going to see a lot of London landmarks.
This one is not that good, but everyone involved thinks it's better than it is. The world is not enough.
Right, everyone at MI6 is going to Scotland. Don't leave any secrets under your kilts.
Pay attention, 007. Here's Basil Fawlty to give you a prototype for Google Glass and do some half-assed slapstick. I'm going to descend into the ground in an eerie foreshadow of my death a month after the film is released. And in a car crash too. The scene's gonna be hard to watch in later years.
I'm Dr. Christmas Jones. I've been introduced far too late in the film to be memorable.
Don't worry. By the end of this one, I'll make you synonymous with the most repulsive sex pun in the series.
I'm Electra. I'm too good to be true. I need you to come rescue me so you can have more screen time than usual. That's nothing. Wait until Skyfall. That's a Judi Dench-a-thon.
You need my help to defuse this nuclear bomb. I never did before, just used to twist it about a bit. This submarine escape sequence has the requisite number of airlocks and boobies, but no water sex.
Why don't you have sex with me behind these needless drapes instead?
I thought Christmas only came once a year.
Told you. That's the world is enough.
Call it whizzing past the camera. Would have looked better if the film was 3D. My mission fails and I end up being taken as a prisoner of war in North Korea. Now that we've established the gritty realism, let's bring on the invisible car! Now that's a prop this show can afford. I'm gonna ruin the theme song. The music's been good for too long. Die another day. I'm in Havana smoking a cigar and drinking a mojito. This bird-watching book where Ian Fleming got the name of the character will be the first of many callbacks in this 40th anniversary year. If you missed that one, Halle Berry just walked out of the sea wearing a bikini and a knife. I'm Jinx. All this talk about predators is turning me on. You sure this isn't a Weinstein Company movie? I don't know, but I think Harvey used to watch the series instead of Sex Education. Bond and coal, and here is where the Queen lives. Look at all the wood in this fencing school. Most of it's in Madonna's cameo. I'm Graves, another ginger villain. Diamonds are forever. We just listing film titles now? From Pussy with Love or whatever. Look, an abandoned screenplay idea about an abandoned station for abandoned agents. Right, I'm John Cleese, I'm the new Q. I was only supposed to be but the old one died on me. So, this next bit is quite obviously a computer simulation because everybody dies, but don't give it away until everyone in the audience has figured it out. Thank you, Q. I appreciate it, Q. I'm going to say your name again, Q. You're Q. I was played by a Korean actor at the beginning of this film. Now I'm a pasty ginger brick. We're calling it DNA replacement therapy, but that's code for whitewashing. Laser mutilation, diamond satellite dishes, a trip down Connery Lane. Now I'm glacier surfing because after the invisible car, nothing matters anymore. Jinx, let's fly this helicopter out of this plane. It's about the only variation on this theme I haven't done in 40 years. I'm putting a diamond in and out of my navel to do a sex joke. And I'm the one who gets fired after this fiasco.
The end of Pierce Brosnan, as good as Goldeneye. There is a sixth dimension, beyond that which is known to fans. It is a dimension that is timeless, as it is full of product placements for watches. A middle ground between the other two terrible adaptations of this story. It is an area that we call Casino Royale. There's no chorus to this one, it just goes on and on. Submitted for your approval, one Daniel Craig.
I ain't being James Bond.
Wow, that is a very ugly Bond. Looks like the pigeon in Moonraker. And he doesn't seem to enjoy playing the part very much. What are the other options? Woody Allen. I played a character called Jimmy Bond in the first Casino Royale.
Me too.
Where? Oh, Sorry, it's a little sensitive, there's 2 words with the hashtag. Quiet, Woody Allen. Forever. Who are you?
I'm Barry Nelson, the first screen Bond. I played him on TV in Casino Royale.
Wow, you must have a killer British accent.
British accent? No, I'm Jimmy Bond, CIA. This is Clarence Slider, British into...
Okay, I get the idea. Let's go back to the first one, the pigeon one.
I don't like fancy things anymore.
This isn't going to be a Bond film. This is going to be a Daniel Craig in a bow tie film. He's still the best choice.
Stupid gadgets! Never use them!
But I've got some non-negotiable conditions, Blondie. The Bond girl, Felix Leiter, and villain all have to be top shelf. I want to see Judi Dench's M come into her own and the best ever card game in the series. In fact, I just want it to be like the Poker Channel for about an hour.
I want to do parkour.
All right, at the beginning, just to placate the fans, and, how do you feel about your balls?
I don't care. Hit him with a rope if you want.
No, I don't mind, but it would be faithful to the books, and, the films are pretty insistent on that.
You're not my dad. He's dead, it turns out. We get a lot of backstory in this one.
Where will he go next, this phantom from another time, this resurrected ghost of a previous nightmare? Any place, every place, where there is hatred, where there is bigotry, where there is prejudice, he's alive. He's alive because through these things, we keep him alive. Actual Twilight Zone outro.
The end of Casino Royale. James Bond will return in... what's it called again? With Snow's Solitude? Quantum of Solace! Don't remember this one. Just watched it as well. Begins with a car chase, I remember that. Bond opens the trunk and there's a guy inside. And Bond says, 2 for 1 at the drive-in movie. No, probably because there was a writer's strike. And then the trunk guy gets away, and Bond starts chasing a man who looks like Roman Polanski. I don't know why. I don't remember the Bond girl, but Gemma Atherton's supposedly the dumpy one, so she must have been smoking. Felix Leiter's in it, and it's the same actor as last time, which is weird. It's very short, but I remember it being incredibly long. There's a bit with a plane where I zoned out so much I think I actually achieved enlightenment. But you get closure for what happened in Casino Royale, which they could have done in Casino Royale. Save us having to see the film. And the intro happens at the end. I don't know why. Well, it only took 2 years to make another Bond film. It's not like this piece of crap's going to have to tide me over. How long?
4 years later. I'm not going to shoot out the camera. I'm just going to walk towards the lens until I'm in focus. So leave me alone! This unnamed female field agent is so bad at driving, I have to literally take the wheel. You thought we were done with the sexism, but you were wrong.
James Bond dead, yeah, whatever, he'll be fine. Shot twice and fell from a great height. Fell over a waterfall. You don't come back from that. They really did it. They really killed James Bond. Oh, he's bruised, is he? Probably should have seen that coming after 50 years. The intro's what happens in the film's plot. You can go home now. Skyfall. I'm Mallory. I was Steed in the movie version of The Avengers. No, not the Marvel Avengers. One where Sean Connery controls the weather. Rotten Tomatoes it. We're firing you, but my initial is also M, so we all know where we're going with this. Well, I haven't had a decent storyline in 17 years, so do your worst. What do you mean the MI6 building's blown up again? Anyone think of having a Secret Service building that's actually a secret? Yes, let's move to the internationally famous Churchill War Rooms instead.
It's the 50th anniversary, so I'm going to start paraphrasing film titles for her eyes only. Now I'm going to talk this unnamed female field agent out of advancing her career.
I'm the new Q. I blink instead of acting.
I want gadgets because it's my 3rd film.
Of course, if I didn't give you any, the audience would question my entire purpose in the film. Bye then.
I like doing things the old-fashioned way.
like making women shave me on their knees, in high heels, on a hard wooden floor. I'm Severin. I'm a victim of sex trafficking. You know what's good for that? Water sex. With me creeping up on you in the shower. I'm Silver. I'm going to be a different kind of Bond villain. An ex-agent betrayed by... Oh, wait, they did that in GoldenEye. Well, at least I'm not defined by a disability. Oh, that's right. I only have half a face. I'm kidnapping you and using you as bait.
Fine.
And I'm taking you to Scotland.
Hang on, I have limits, you know.
I'm Kincaid. It's just Albert Finney with a beard and a half-attempted Scottish accent. Something tells me this was meant to be Sean Connery at one point.
Bond, I'm dying. Wasn't it your sole mission to stop this from happening?
Yeah, and I probably could have saved you if I hadn't stopped to do that pun about the ice.
I decided to get a job as a secretary and take your advice, James, because I'm only a woman. I'm Moneypenny in case anyone in the audience has had a lobotomy.
Excellent. Now that the politics are there, let's reset our watches for 1962.
The end of Skyfall. SPC-TRE Spectre.
Haven't seen it, to be honest. Funny story, I bought the James Bond collection and it had a space in the back to put the Blu-ray of Spectre when it became available, but I forgot to buy it. So, based on the Bond films I have seen, however, I've come up with a theme song for the film, sung of course by the inimitable Shirley Bassey. He's not an inspector, and he's no defector, but he stands more erector than any limp dick inspector. He's no octopussy, aged tentacles on a ring. He's incredibly fussy about his badly made dreams. So don't aggravate him, or try to debate him, to quote him verbatim. Oh, darling, it's just a hat belonging to a small man of limited means who's just had a fight with a chicken. He's got a big penis, but we don't say penis. So instead of a penis, we call it a gun. Daniel Craig will do one more with the guy who plays Voldemort, and Ewan McGregor, probably. But what of the future? Another white male suitor, but one that's possibly cuter, and not quite as old, not quite as old, not as old.
Instead, I decided to perform the film as if it were a quarantine video. Hey guys, so Judi Dench sent me a TikTok from her garden nominating me to do the Flip the Switch challenge, which as I understand it is where you kill a Spectre agent and then turn up at their funeral. Then I went on a Zoom conference call where all the members of Spectre were there on gallery view. I tried to mute my microphone and hide my camera, but it just said the words James Bond in big white letters on a black screen, so my brother Blofeld knew I was there. At MI6 we've been trying to work virtually for a while, which has led to the biggest data mining operation in human history. So we're just gonna down a gallon of disinfectant, blast out some Live and Let Die, and go in on Monday. Except me, I'm gonna work from home for a bit. Maybe 6 years, maybe more.
Hey guys, Reluctant Bond 6 here, and it's time for yet another unboxing video for you guys today. A company called Quantum have sent me the James Bond Blu-ray collection at my P.O. box at Universal Exports. I've got it here. And apparently they saw my last video where I complained there wasn't a disc of the film Spectre in the collection I already had. Unfortunately, there's still no disc of Spectre. It's just a piece of cardboard. And the other
24 discs are all Judi Dench's last will and testament. So, yeah, still haven't seen it. But apparently there's a man by the name of Marco Sciarra. I have to kill him and not miss the funeral, which seems a bit ghoulish to me, but what do I know? Anyway, the piece of cardboard has a link to a digital download of Spectre, but apparently you need to have some app called Nine Eyes installed on your device. I tried running it, but the software did something really weird to my laptop. So instead, I'm going to dust off my VHS player and screen this antique tape that was also in the box. It's called Vesper Lind Interrogation. Sounds like a thriller. And never heard of it. I need something to drink while I watch it, though. Maybe dirty martini. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why not. There's no obvious other drink that I might have. Okay, if you like the video, don't be South Africa and hit the thumbs up button. Drop a comment and tell us which part of the film was most underwhelming. And I'll see you knuckleheads in how long?
7 years later.
James Bond will return in Shatterhand. What? Well, what did they end up calling it? No Time to Die. Shouldn't there be some punctuation in there? No Time to Die. Otherwise, it's just like a parent dressing down their kid. Really, Timothy, this is no time to die. Or a work excuse. I'm sorry, I'm slammed, I just have no time to die.
Well, at least they finally released a Bond film after all those delays. I'm sure with all that extra time they had to edit it, they could make it lean and mean. How long? 2 hours and 43 minutes. There are Godfathers shorter than that. Looks like an old-fashioned gun barrel. Shame it's no blood and it's not a real teaser.
Madeline, we have all the time in the world. And we're going to spend at least 30 minutes of it on this cold open.
There's just no way I'm gonna remember how this theme tune goes. There's just no time to die. Bond, get on a plane to Jamaica. Oh, you're already in Jamaica. Come back from Jamaica.
Blofeld's running Spectre with a bionic eye because Danny Boyle took the good writer with him when he left the project.
At least we have a black female 007 now. No, that's it. No strings. It's just a really good thing for the world with absolutely no downside. I get to wear Grace Jones shades and everything.
I want my number back because it's my last film.
All right, I suppose we have to throw the misogynist in the audience at least one bone. Now that we're done with the bionic eye, let's move on to nanobots. James, this is your child, but let's pretend it's not for an hour. Palmal.
That child is unimpressed by cool stuff. She's definitely mine.
Fool, Felix Leiter's dead. And now Blofeld. They might do it, you know. They might actually kill James Bond. Oh, come on, Tom. How long have you been doing this? If there's one certainty in this series, it's that no matter how much it looks like they killed James Bond, they never actually kill James Bond. They just kill James Bond. They just, okay, that's it. There's no more Bond. What are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do now?
What did you think?
Palmal.
James Bond will return in the man with the Goldfinger iron gun who only lived twice, had a spy who loved him, and held a license to kill on His Majesty's Secret Service. Daylights. Thank you all for staying so late. I'm off to have
perspective, right?
What's this thing I've walked for this long? Is this